Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Arsenal. Oh, I have missed saying that. I have missed saying that. You know, the day Madueke got injured, I also got ill on the same day. And lo and behold, we are both back on the same day. Madueke and Glenn both back on the same day. Let it all work out. And what a day to come back, man. What a day to come back. What a performance. Oh my goodness. And, it feels so special because it's Tottenham. These guys every single season, you hear them talking about Liverpool, come on, stop Arsenal. Man City, come on, stop Arsenal. Chelsea, come on, stop Arsenal. Aston Villa, please help us stop Arsenal. But when it comes to Arsenal against Tottenham, they never seem to do it themselves. They never seem to do it themselves. All we had before this game was Tottenham have the best away record in the league. Their new team, they don't concede a lot of goals. Every Tottenham fan was saying, they can't batter us at all. They were happy to come and get a draw. That's what Tottenham is. They're happy to come and get a draw at Arsenal as long as they spoil it for us. Not this time round. This guy had different plans today. Eberichi Eze had different players today. So I'm going to keep this one short. We're going to come back to the groove slowly over the next few games. And then hopefully by December, we are back doing the live shows. So these days, we never complain about injuries or illnesses as Arsenal players and fans. No, we bounce back right away. Like today, we didn't have Gyökeres, we didn't have Odegaard, we didn't have Gabriel, we didn't have Jesus, Martinelli didn't come on. So many injuries. Nkapie has been out for so long. This is his first start in a national shirt. We do not complain at all. We go out there and we do our job. And what a performance that was, because my prediction was 3-1. I thought you were going to get the goals. I thought they were going to get one. I didn't expect four. Four is crazy. And that kind of performance, they shouldn't even have scored a goal. By the way, the stat that I just saw today, by the way, I have this. Let me put this on the screen, by the way, because this T4, we started the game by unveiling this T4. This is absolutely fantastic. This is way better than what we had in the Champions League last season. This is fantastic. So the day started off on a good note, on a very good note. And on top of that, Madueke was back in the squad. Very, very happy to see Madueke. Saka's had to play a lot of games every single day, and Madueke was very, very good. Madueke was probably our best player for 2-3 games before he got injured. But now he's back. Martinelli being on the bench, all those guys have had an impact this season. Like Martinelli off the bench has helped us a lot in many games this season. So very happy to have all of those players back. So I was thinking 3-1 should be good. Let's see if Saka can get a goal. I said Eze was going to score one goal. I should have known who I was talking about. I should really have known who I was talking about. Going out there and that performance from the first minute to the last, fantastic. You could, like, if this was 2 seasons ago, we could have been talking about, oh my goodness, we don't have Gyökeres, we don't have a striker. Gabriel is out. What are we going to do? Is there anyone going to play there? Calafiori was an injury doubt before the game. We thought Odegaard was going to make it. He's not there. Are we going to have to depend on Saka again? Are we going to have to depend on Rice having a phenomenal performance in midfield again? All of them did, but there were other players who stood out. Now, let's start with Eberichi Eze, because it's fair to say that the whole season, he's been good. Gyökeres has been good. We haven't really had standout performances, and we've been waiting for that standout performance. Today, he came up with that standout performance. And look at Saka. Even Saka cannot believe his eyes. Saka is laughing at Tottenham. Eze is embarrassed. Eze looked embarrassed to score those goals against Tottenham. He was like, this is too easy. This is too easy. You know why I'm very happy Eze had that performance? Because where we are right now, 7 points clear of Man City. I've even stopped looking at Liverpool. Is it like 11 or something? 6 ahead of Chelsea. We have a chance of going 9 points ahead of Chelsea next week. We have those injuries defensively. We have tough fixtures coming up. We are going to concede goals. Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Aston Villa away. All those games are coming up in the next 2-3 weeks. So we are going to concede goals. So we needed someone, a few players to step up defensively. Nkapie, Mosquera, all those players need them to step up. But also in terms of scoring goals, we need players to step up. We might need to, win some of those games 3-2 or something. We are going to need players to step up. That kind of performance will boost Eze's confidence. This kind of goal that he scored, the second goal, this will boost the confidence. This is the first, maybe you've seen it before, but this is like the first time like we've seen, Saka and Eze combining like this, Timber and Eze combining like this. That felt good, because now this is going to build his confidence for the next game against Bayern Munich against Chelsea. We are talking about Olise against Eze in midweek. I'll tell you about that Bayern game, by the way, because I'm more focused on the Chelsea game. But that kind of performance, it will build his confidence for the next few games, which we need. And I cannot wait for Odegaard to come back. I cannot wait for Gyökeres to come back, because right now Trossard is playing really well. I'm going to speak about your Trossard and Merino as well, because they've been very, very good for us this season as well. Especially Trossard has been very, very good. He scored that goal against Sunderland last week. Speaking of Sunderland, coming into this game, we had drawn that game against Sunderland. I wasn't too mad about that game. I wasn't too bothered about that game. Always sad when you consider the last minute like that, especially, thinking we're going to win this. This is going to be a big win against Sunderland. Could easily have been our biggest win so far up to that point. But to consider the last minute goal, international break, 2 weeks, you have to sit on that. And then we get bad news in the international break, Gabriel getting injured. Last season, the previous season before that, one thing that I always felt that we always do, and that is always a negative, is whenever we draw a game, when you lose a game, we always end up drawing the next one, or losing the next one, or losing the next one, and drawing the next one again. This time around, we didn't do that. We drew with Sunderland. We came back after the international break, even with the injuries, bounced back against Tottenham 4-1, the best team in terms of away record in the league. And this game, they recorded the worst XG they've ever had in terms of since the records began. Tottenham have never had an XG of 0.06 since the Premier League records began. Incredible. Like we literally had to give them the goal. It could have been 4-0. It was very easy. And Merino, absolutely fantastic once again. The assist for Saka against Sunderland. I think he also did a very good back heel against Brighton in the Carabao Cup, where he gave the pass to Lewis Kelly, and then Nwaneri scored in that game. And today Merino's phenomenal. He was coming back into midfield. He was getting into tackles and duels. And that pass for the first goal for Trossard, absolutely unreal, man. And that finish from Trossard, that run from Trossard and the finish from him, incredible. And Trossard was fantastic the entire game as well. The pass for Eze and the rest of the game as well. I think for the second goal, the one that Eze scored his first goal, I think it was a combination from Trossard and Timber on the right side. Phenomenal once again. So Merino and Trossard are playing really well, and we needed it because Odegaard is out. Gyökeres has been out, so we need these players to step up, and they have stepped up. And there's players I don't even want to talk about. Timber, Rice. Timber's just, it's Timber. Timber just doing Timber things once again, and another 9 out of 10 performance. Eze today was a 10 out of 10. I think every single player played well. Even Hincapié, that was his first start. That goal that he scored, the one that the Eze hat-trick one, it was Hincapié winning the header, jumped over Richarlison and won a powerful header, and it could drop to Rice, and then Rice to Trossard to Eze goal. Everything all around was so good. And considering Man City and Liverpool both lost yesterday, the way this season we've capitalized every single weekend. Whenever they drop points, we win the next game the next day. Let's hope we can do the same next week. If we can beat Chelsea away and beat Aston Villa away in our next, those are 2 of our next 3 Premier League fixtures. If we can win those, because we also have Brentford at home, Wolves at home, and those guys, we'll be in a very, very good position. And Jesus is coming back. Odegaard is coming back. Gyökeres is coming back. Gabriel, we'll have to wait and see how long we'll be out for. Havertz will have to wait and see how long he'll be out for. But that is a fantastic performance, man. Like, I believe me, I'm more happy than this. It's just because, I'm just getting back to it. But I'm very happy than that. I'm more happy than this. The one game that I hate not talking about Arsenal, by the way. I've gone 2 months without talking about Arsenal. I hated it. The day we beat Newcastle in the last minute, I was so sad I could not speak about Arsenal that day. We are showing a lot of grit this season, and we managed to get 5-6 wins in a row. I always asked for that last season. We never did it. This one, we did 5 Premier League wins in a row. Let's hope we can get another run like that. And things are looking good at the moment. Things are looking good. Next, I said I'm going to speak about Bayern Munich. Now, the Bayern Munich game, we are second, they're first. If we beat Bayern Munich, then... But I'm really looking at the Chelsea game. Because for Bayern Munich, we've already beaten Atletico Madrid, we've already beaten Bilbao. All we really need is to beat Kairat at home, beat Club Brugge away from home, and I think we're going to secure top 3 at least. If we end up beating, which is the team? I forget, Inter Milan. If we end up getting like a draw against Inter Milan, we can finish in the top 2. So if you beat Bayern Munich, you're probably going to finish top. But which one is more important, Bayern Munich or Chelsea? If you go and win all 3 games this week, that would be incredible. But I'd be happy, for example, Arteta, Rice is suspended, right? I think Rice is suspended. Is he? No, is he? Why am I forgetting? Is Rice is not suspended? No, Zubimendi was suspended in the last game. Rice is not suspended. He was, if he had picked up a yellow card, he would have been suspended. But I'd be happy, for example, to rest Rice against Bayern Munich so that he can be fresh against Chelsea and Caicedo and all those guys. That's what I'm saying. I'd be happy to do that just because, Bayern Munich are a good team. My prediction for that right now would be 2-2 or something. I mean, I wouldn't need us to go full throttle, just to try and get that win against Bayern Munich, and then we get a couple of injuries before Chelsea. I don't think it's worth it. I think we need to win that Chelsea game. The Bayern Munich one, you're already in a good position because you already won 4 out of 4, so you're already in a good position. But that's just where I stand. We'll talk more about that game coming up. This was just a quick one, first video back. So the illness was, I couldn't the medicine was just knocking me out, so I couldn't speak for like 10 minutes like this. So let's see how it goes. I'm very, very happy with that result. Now we can banter Tottenham. Very, very happy to be all those points ahead of Liverpool and Chelsea and Man City. Things are looking good. You're not depending on one player. EZE is picking up man of the match today. The next day it's Merino picking up man of the match. The next day it's Rice. The next day it's Calafiori. It's Tiba some other days. Things are looking good. The only thing about today was the Zubimendi. Just don't do that again anytime. He dwelled too much in the possession. It's not Raya's fault. He was off his line. We had the possession. He expected Zubimendi to do better in that position. We didn't. To consider the goal, that's the only problem. And we didn't score from a corner kick. What is happening to our club? We didn't score from a corner kick. Timber should have, though. It was a free header. He should have scored from that. But what a day, man. What a North London derby. I think our biggest North London derby win in 13 years or something. We always enjoy this. Tottenham United at home, that is always an easy win. Come on, you Gunners. And good to be back.